Hello, water signs. This is Nymphaea Rose here with another oracle reading. This reading is specifically for the full moon in Sagittarius that is occurring on June the 14th. And this is a reading for water signs. So anybody that has Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces has their sun, moon, and rising, this message may resonate for you. If it doesn't resonate for you, feel free to watch one of my other videos. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. And first, we're starting out strong with the sun here, Spirit. Okay, and I'm going to pull out all of the oracle cards and then interpret them. And then we'll get into the tarot. So water signs, let's see. We have Capricorn with ambition, realism, and methodical steps. I believe this came out with, I want to say the air signs as well. And we have Cancer. Okay, water signs. We have nurture, comfort, and protection. So we're tapping in, yeah, watery energy as well. So let's get some more insight. Ooh, this one jumped out. Earth and ground. That must be very important for you guys to ground yourselves. Get more insight. That one jumped right on out now. And we have cut the cords as well. Let's get two from this deck. Dance with life, do something to change your energy. And let's get one more. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Okay, water signs. Okay. Okay, so water signs, I feel like you're tapping in. I feel like this fiery full moon is calling you to tap into that type of fiery energy, getting that ambition riled up, getting your energy, your spirit, your will, I'm hearing as well, getting that fired up so that you can apply that to what you want to build into your life. You're being asked to ground that type of energy into reality. And it makes me think of the Magician card, how it's able to, the magician is able to take energy from the ether, like from God in a sense, that he's able to take that type of energy and ground it into this earth, into this realm, and create something physical, ultimately, something in the physical realm that you're creating. So I feel like you are tapping into that type of energy, but I feel like you're asked to do it in a balanced way, because you have the Cancer card here as well. So be sure to protect your energy and to nurture yourself as well as you are creating what it is you're trying to create, because the fire energy is a lot about creation. Fire to me represents that first spark of creation, that creative energy that you use to express things. Like when I think of Leo, I think of actors, I think of people that are very expressive in their lives, like just as a person in general. Like they're not trying to be dramatic, they're just very expressive people. And that's what I think of when I see the sun, when I see that fiery energy. And it is a full moon in Sagittarius, which is a fire sign. So tap into that fire energy, water signs, because I know you guys go with the flow. So that's what I'm seeing here. And you're being asked to ground that energy. Capricorn is an earth energy as well. So have that earth and ground there. It's highlighting the aspect of grounding that fire energy, taking real steps to create what it is you're trying to create. I feel like with water signs, sometimes you guys get caught up in the aspect of creation instead of actually creating. And I think that's what you're being called here to do. Channel that ambitious energy and actually use it, actually ground it and create something in this reality. Not just ideas or thoughts or feelings about something, but creating it in this reality. And then we have cut the cords and do something to change your energy. With this here, I'm getting I feel like you know, water signs, whatever is draining your energy, how do I say it? People, places, and things, whatever it is that is draining your energy, this is a great time with this full moon energy to cut the cords to those things. Do not allow these people, places, and things to have so much access to you. And with this, I'm getting like, it's a full on, like, cut those cords, cut the cords. You can have, I feel like you can have cordial relationships with people, but you do not have to be tied to people in the way that you may be tied to them now, because it is going to drain your energy. And that's where we get this protection aspect as well. Protect your energy, as I said, protect your energy. That's just something that's coming through really strong here. And also clearly to do something to change your energy. I feel like, you know, you guys need to be like water is what I'm getting here. I want to say flow, dance to some music that you love, that you could feel in your body and in your soul, in your, like, allow, this is what I'm getting here. Okay. Allow your spirit to be expressive. Ooh, I'm sorry about that. I realized there was a piece of hair right there. But allow yourself to be in your spiritual energy. Allow yourself to be in that mystical energy and express it, water signs. I feel like, you know, with the Sagittarius full moon energy, I feel like you have a real opportunity to kind of break these shackles that have been holding you back and to just be as free as you can be. Like, I don't know how else to explain it, but that is just the vibe I'm getting. So we're gonna tap in. We're gonna pull out the tarot cards and see if we can get some more insight. I know my energy's kind of high right now. I was just listening to some music, and I don't know. I'm trying to ground my energy right now, but my energy. Well, that's a first, water signs. My energy must have been too high because the video just stopped playing for absolutely no reason. I'm genuinely not sure what that's about, but I'm just gonna keep it moving. So let's get some insight. Ooh, we have the Master coming in under the Spirit. Okay, water signs. Yeah, I swear, it's like you got your readings. I don't know what it is about you guys that watch these videos, like whoever feels that these messages resonate. I'm not sure exactly what is going on, but your readings, I swear, it's just like I don't know, water signs. I don't know if I have a specific like a certain connection to water signs or something, but this is crazy because I really don't have any water in my chart. And then we have going with the flow. I feel like I've said that a few times so far in this reading. So clearly we have nothingness or no thingness. We have stress. We have the miser. Interesting. We have suppression. Interesting. Okay. We have past lives, okay, and we have fighting. I'm not gonna lie, I do feel drawn to pull one more card, so I will. And we have adventure. Okay, water signs. So, water signs. Let's break it down. Water signs. I feel like you have an opportunity for a certain type of mastery between like this mystical mastery. Like I'm getting the certain mastery of you connecting with your spirit. Because believe it or not, a lot of people I feel are walking around and they are disconnected from their own spirit. And I feel like that has a lot to do with the conditioning of the world, and we're not going to get fully into that. That's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother conversation that we can have. But, you know, I feel like you guys are at a point where it is very well possible for you to master certain aspects of you connecting with your spirit, like with your own energy. And I feel like you're already in the process, so you're asked to just kind of go with the flow. There's going to be some things that happen that are revealed to you, I feel, that are showing areas of your life. Like I said, with the cutting of the cords, you will know what cords to cut if you don't already. Things will be revealed in due time, so have patience and be mindful of what is bringing you stress, people, places, and things that you are holding on to that may seem more valuable than they actually are. And what people, places, and things are suppressing and stressing you. What ideas are you holding on to that are suppressing you and tying you down to a life, a mentality, a state of being that you do not want to be in? And that you did not come here to be in. Water signs. It's time. It's time to cut it out. Cut it. I forgot how that song goes. But it is time. Because with these three in between these cards, it's like this. It's time. And with the cut the cords and the suppression, and it's like literally, they're talking about cutting cords here. Cords are similar to ropes somewhat, and this guy is like being weighed down. Let me show you closer. This guy is being weighed down by thoughts and these cords, these ropes that are tied to, who knows what they're tied to, but what I'm getting is these cords that are attached. Okay, cords are, let me break it down. Let me slow down and break it down. I told y'all my energy is high, so bear with me. Okay, water signs. What I'm getting here is, okay, cords, there are energetic cords that attach from you to other people that you have certain type of relationships with, or anyone that has an impact on you energetically. There is a cord that attaches you and the other person. Some cords are stronger than others. Some cords are positive or like more beneficial for you, and some are not so beneficial for you, like just not beneficial for you at all. So, through life, we go through life, and a lot of us attach ourselves to others energetically. So at this time, you are being asked to assess yourself on an energetic level. Like I said, what brings you stress? What are you holding on to that seems more valuable than what it actually is? And these cords that are suppressing you, it's time to cut those things out. It really is. And with this full moons are about things coming to a culmination, making adjustments and changes to seeds that you've already planted. That's what full moon energy is about. So with this full moon, you're truly being asked to assess the seeds you have planted, assess the relationships that you are in, assess even your job, like anywhere where you're spending a lot of time or that has an influence on your life. It's time to make an assessment and to release some things that are really not serving you. And I know it may sound very cliche in a sense, but it really is the truth. Like, you have to release things that you truly realize are not beneficial for you, that are actually, like, anything that is detrimental to you, it's time to release. I feel like we are in a season where, we're still at the tail end of spring. We're moving into summer. And after summer comes fall, where you reap your harvest. So in the spring is generally the season of planting seeds. So it's like, I feel like this is the last opportunity. I don't want to say last, but this is a great opportunity to kind of assess the seeds you have planted this spring. And make the make the changes that you need to make so that when you reap that harvest come fall, it's going to be beautiful. Like, it's going to be worth it for you. So it's time to make those changes there. Now back over here, we have the master going with the flow and the nothingness here. So I feel like, as I said, you are mastering certain aspects of yourself, and I feel like it has to do with the connection to your spirit, like connecting those two aspects of yourself, the masculine and feminine energies within. So you are asked to go with the flow because you are stepping into a state, into a phase of life where you are tapping into your true potential, into your true unlimited potential. I feel like to some degree, we are all like this in a sense. We are all a blank canvas. And with a blank canvas, you have so much potential of what you want to put on it. But it's a choice. It's about choices. I would say choices, okay? And it's about choices. So that's why I said it's time to assess. Assess the choices you have been making so that you can tap into that unlimited potential. What do you really want to create for yourself in this life? I have to pause. I need to get some water. Okay. And where was I? Okay. Now we have this energy over here with the past lives, fighting, adventure. Let's read it all here. I feel like a lot of what you are experiencing, you've experienced in past lives. And I feel like this is not new to you. It's not new what you're experiencing. And this makes me think of Cancer energy for some reason. We have this Cancer energy here as well. Either way, a lot of what you're experiencing, you've already experienced in past lives. And I feel like that's why it's, you're here to master these things right now. So I feel like these have been cycles of you having internal battles about certain attachments you've had, certain things that you've probably should have let go. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with mentalities and things that have been suppressing your energy. And the fact that I'm seeing 3 major arcana cards now, I feel like this full moon energy is bringing in, like, this is a big, what's the word? I don't know. This is just a pivotal time. There we go. This is a pivotal time in your life right now for you to make some different decisions. And I also want to say, with this adventure card, I'm thinking, like, it makes me think of, like, you really look at these, like, be like a child. See these experiences as an adventure. Don't take it personally. Do not attach yourself to these things either. And just experience them. Experience life as an adventure. Like, everything that you're coming across is something new. Like, the way that children look at the world, I wish that mentality wasn't stripped from us. Because children see things in such an innocent way. They don't judge things so much. They really assess it for themselves. And that's what this adventure card makes me think of. You moving through life in a way where you're experiencing it. You're being there. And you're truly experiencing it for yourself. You're not allowing others to suppress your experience. It's like they tell you how to be in this world. They tell you what kind of mentality you should have as an adult, what kind of job you should even have, what kind of way you should live your life, what's the status quo. That's what, like, no. I feel like in the true essence of existence, we can truly tap into that nothingness and create a life, whatever we want it to be. As long as it's, in alignment with the rules of the universe. But be more adventurous, I want to say as well, water signs. Have an adventure. Every day can be an adventure, water signs. Let's get some more insight. We have the 6 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, 2 of Wands, the Devil, the 10 of Wands, okay, 8 of Pentacles, I don't like it. Page of Wands, the 3 of Wands, And the Two of Cups. Let's get one more. We can fit one more there. Ooh, the World. I'm liking this. Okay. I feel like this whole line in itself tells a story somewhat. And this is what I'm getting, because the past lives, and then we have the Six of Cups, which, when I think of the Six of Cups, I think of, looking back to the past, reminiscing. Like, you could see there's a boy and a puppy, and now it's a grown man and a dog. So it's like you're growing. It's like you're thinking back to the good old days, like to the days of the childhood adventures is what I'm thinking. Like, it's like cute, like it kind of goes on. So I'm gonna tell it how I see it. Like I was saying about the whole childhood mentality and seeing every day as an adventure. I feel like a part of you reminisces to that. Like, man, I miss being a child. I miss being in that innocence. I miss that, the way I used to easily just make friends at the park, just because, like, adulthood is so complicated. And I think when you think back, it puts you in a state where it upsets you a bit. And it doesn't have to be exactly how I'm saying it. It could be you thinking back to just good times in your life or whatever, and comparing your current situation to that. But I'm going to tell the story how I see it here. You're thinking back to that state of childhood that you used to be in. No real responsibilities. Nobody's always telling you how to be, per se, or, and I'm talking about the younger childhood, not the teenage, like when you're like 3. I don't know why. That's what I get. When you're about 3 to 6 years old, in a sense, where you're just exploring. Every day is an adventure, like I said. And then now you're reminiscing on that, and it upsets you. It upsets you, and it makes you long for more from life, like more of that energy, I feel. And I'm talking about that energy of just being, just expressing yourself, truly. And it's to the point where, and then with this Devil, I feel like that is like the societal manipulation. Look at this card. You have the Devil here, which is some dude. Looks like an alternative rock dude here. And it's like a person is a puppet here. And the person seems somewhat anguished. I'm trying to show it where you can see it so you can understand what I'm saying here. So don't allow other people's expectations, other people's thoughts to plague you and to make you feel as though, or I don't want to say make you feel, but don't allow them to manipulate you. So I feel like you've allowed that to happen to some degree, but you're moving away from that. And that's what I get with this Ten of Wands. It's become overwhelming, unbearable, and you're like, you know what? I think it's time to go. I think it's time to move on from that mentality, from that type of living, that way of life, period. It's time to move on from that. I no longer want to be stressed and depressed, and it's time to cut the cords. And it's like, once again, like the play on the cord word, cutting those cords from the Devil. So you're no longer being manipulated by this type of energy, this entity, whatever you want to call it, that does not have your best interest in mind. Is not for your spirit. Like it's not an energy that is there for the betterment of your spirit, basically. And I feel like you're in the process of walking away from that, or you have walked away from it, and you're putting in the work to build yourself up again. And I'm talking about building yourself better than you were before, and in a way that is true to you. You're now starting to bring that energy into fruition in the physical world that you once had within. And you're starting to build a life that you actually desire and that you would be proud of, that you feel good in. Because I don't know if you can tell how the energy shifts moving across these cards. Because now, this is reminiscent of this here, doing something to change your energy. So this is where the change occurs. When you start putting that work into yourself, you might need to take some time to yourself. And I feel like it happens in a process. Because if you look here, you see the moon phases. The Cancer is a rule of the moon as well. So, and then with this eclipse, we have the sun and the moon energy, and that's what's coming through in your reading here, water signs. So with this energy, I'm getting the vibe that you are putting in work, and it's a season. It's a process, I want to say. You're in whatever stage of this process. But either way, that is going to help you to switch up your energy, to get back into your, and literally that's a wand there. And once again, it makes me think of that magician type of energy where you're grounding that spiritual energy ultimately. I keep saying energy. But you're tapping back into that. You did something, whatever you're doing, change up that energy so that you can really express your true essence, water signs. And then we have the Three of Wands here, where once you put in that work, then you're kind of waiting for your ships to sail in. You're waiting for your harvest. I feel like you're diving back into that water signs. But I feel like you're in more control now of where you will end up. You have your surfboard. You can choose where you want to go. It's time for you to ride that wave, go with the flow. I feel like this is kind of being, I don't know, washed away by the water. And then by the time you go through the process, you are now able to, in essence, stand on the water and control yourself within that element, which shows that mastery. Okay? And then we have the Two of Cups here. So I feel like as you work on yourself, as you, I don't want to say work on yourself, but as you gain that connection back with your spirit, with your innocence, with who you truly are as a being, you will truly be able to connect with others and possibly even a romantic partner. And it could be someone you're already with, but you connect on a whole new level. It's a whole new level of depth. And then to end it off with the World here, water signs, when I tell you, you are gaining a new level of balance between that masculine and feminine energy, and it's all coming to a completion. I feel like when you gain that mastery, that is going to complete a cycle. I feel like you're somewhere, like this is the beginning and this is the end of the cycle. I feel like you're somewhere over here. You're reaching the apex, like the peak, and then you're going to move towards completion. And that completion includes you being able to connect with others, like I said, on that deeper level. And I love it. So we're going to end this off with some advice cards. I have these Alice in Wonderland cards that I'm going to use. And we have clock, time, pressure, and a rush. And what I get is, don't be in a rush to complete the process. It will happen in due time, divine timing. Just go with the flow of the process. Like, go with the flow of the process. Yeah. We have, do not drink poison. Do not do things you know are bad for you. Cut those cords, water signs. I don't know if you can see these that well because they are holographic, but cut those cords, water signs. Do not do things that you know are bad for you. Do not engage in relationships that you know are bad for you. Okay? Then we have investigate. Look closely, ask questions, think before acting. And it makes me think of that methodical energy right here. Be a bit more methodical about how you're moving forward as well. Like I said, I think it's really a time for you to assess your surroundings, the people, places, and things that you engage in. Let's just say it like that. And then we have curiouser and curiouser. Discovery, inquiry, weirdness, curiosity. And it brings it all back to that adventurous, that that childlike energy that I was explaining to you. That's what that represents to me. So it's just confirmation to tap into that childlike energy that I know we all possess within, but we suppress it. because that's what we're taught. So unlearn. It's a process of unlearning, basically. Unlearning what you were taught. So there you go, water signs. I hope you enjoyed this reading, because I enjoyed doing it. And as always, much love, light to you. And I wish you much luck on your journey. And if you like this video, if this video has helped you in any way, feel free to share it. Feel free to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Much love, light to you.